morning.
I know we're starting a few minutes early, but we didn't really have a welcome this morning, so I just wanted to kind of start off with a little welcome. I'm Layla, and I was asked to put on this mindfulness conference, and it was such a great honor for me to do this because look at how many people are here right now. Woo! It is so exciting. So I have to say, I have had the easiest job in the world putting this together because I've had the greatest team. You can find any one of us in our little shirts that can help you throughout the rest of the conference. And I just wanted to say thank you to, seriously, Bonnie, Christina, anyone else, Felix. Felix is actually the catalyst of all of this because Felix is the director of wellness on campus. And he brought some statistics to my dean, Dean Lightfoot, and he was pretty astonished by some of the stats. And so as a result, we came together. I was getting into mindfulness thanks to my guru right here and meditation. And we realized the importance of trying to really focus in on mindfulness, not just for us, but really spread it around and try to get our students more mindful just to help them in their day-to-day lives. So thank you seriously to everybody for just having this much excitement around mindfulness. Hopefully this becomes a year-to-year event. So thank you all. And woo! A few things, if you haven't gotten stamped, find one of us. We have stamps for you.
It's like the club.
So you can get your micro certifications, which equate to a badge. And without further ado, I'm going to ask Jessica Brennan to come up here to introduce our wonderful speaker and who set me on my path to mindfulness.
Woo! Hi. Can you hear me? Okay. So I now have the honor and privilege of introducing our keynote speaker today, Katie Boyd. She's the CEO of Katie Boyd's Misfit Club. She's a world-renowned fitness, nutrition, spiritual, and lifestyle coach, as well as a motivational speaker. She actually holds her master's degree in exercise science and nutrition, and she's also a certified Reiki master and teacher and a multidimensional healer. She starred in her own reality TV show on the Style Network, E! And Bravo, and it was called Wicked Fit. And she's also been featured on Dr. Oz and in various magazines and newspapers, including O Magazine, the Boston Herald, Life and Style. So without further ado, please help me welcome to the stage Katie Boyd.
What's up, party people? I'm so psyched. I got my crystals here for all the good juju. So I'm not going to throw at anyone unless someone heckles me and then they become a weapon. I'm just letting everybody know. So who had like an amazing lunch today? So good, right? Who's kind of feeling a little tie-tie right now? A little bit? Yeah. A Buddha bowl will do that to you, amongst other things. You know, a little toot-toot. That's what they do to me. I didn't want to eat before I came up here because I said I need to stay sharp and not gassy. So we'll eat afterwards. So I want to prime everybody in this room because I want you guys rocking and rolling after I leave today. And I promise each and every one of you, you are going to leave with tools, tangible tools for your toolbox. So I don't want to just sit here and tell you my story and inspire you and then everybody thinks I'm awesome, which I really hope happens. But I also want you guys to go home with real life tools to take your life to the next level, okay? So everybody get super cozy and everybody hold hands. Oh yeah, no, I'm serious. This is happening. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. All right. Be when skies are gray. Oh, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get sexual in here. I'm just letting everybody know. Okay. So we all holding hands. Okay. I'm glad everybody thinks this is funny already. I'm off to a good start. All right, we're all holding hands. This is what this is gonna look like. So we're gonna prime. And this is one tool that I'm going to teach you guys. So if you're ever feeling tired, you're ever feeling anxious, you ever need a little bit of a boost, this is going to be an awesome breath exercise. And you can do this anytime, anywhere, okay? So this is what it's going to look like. We're going to inhale in through our nose, and then you're going to blow it out as hard as you can through your mouth. Sharp, okay? Now everybody take your hands up in the air. Unless you are connected, you can disconnect. I saw that. You were like, how am I going to do this? Okay. You can disconnect if it's feeling a little uncomfortable. I see your face. You're a little uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. Hold hands. Okay. Are you ready? 1 minute. That's all you're going to do. If you feel like passing out, keep going. I am really good at mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I'm just letting everybody know. And I am ready to give it. Okay. Are you ready? Everybody close your eyes. We're going to inhale in through our nose as deep and as fast as we can. Inhale. Blow it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go faster. And go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It should burn. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Slowly bring your hands down, but keep them together with your partner next to you. And then slowly flutter your eyes open, and let's just start taking some nice regular breaths. So in through your nose, just filling up those lungs. Exhaling all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your eyes closed. God and universal energy, thank you so much for bringing each and every person in this room together. May I spread as much light and love and inspiration as I can, and may each and every one in this room take back something tangible and real that they can use to take their lives to the next level. And so it is. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And if you're feeling a little friendly, you can hold hands for the next 40 minutes. And if not, I get a little antisocial too. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm kind of peoply, but then when I'm over peoply, then I like to hermit, you know? So I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself, and I don't want to bore you with the details, but what I truly desire today is for each and every one of you guys, no matter who you are and where you came from, I want you guys to walk away knowing how you want to feel every day of your life. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, I've had it all. I've had the cars, I've had the jewelry, I've had the clothes, I've had the vacation, I've had the companies and the money. And I always thought that success was going to be what filled up the heart-sized hole that we all have in our soul. And it never was. And I started to realize that it never would. So I wanted to feel every day the way I wanted to feel. High vibrational, happy, joyful. I wanted to feel my core desired feelings. Okay? So get out your journals, because we're going to do some stuff, because I really, truly, my goal is for you guys to use this. And I want you to walk away and be like, that was cool, but I'm going to go back to my normal everyday life. Okay. So a little bit about me. I grew up in Taunton, Massachusetts. Does anybody know where that is? T-Town represent. What's up? I can fight you right now if you want me to. I'll just get my Vaseline out. I'm going to take my hoops out, and we're going to go. Where'd you go, Brockton? Ooh, girl, we were rivals. We were rivals. A little Rocky Marciano stuff going on. I hear ya. Okay, my parents, who I love dearly, had me when they were super young. They were high school sweethearts. And my dad pretty much was a heroin addict and an alcoholic and extremely abusive to my mother. And my mother was an enabler and not abusive to my father so much as abusive to me and my little sister. More me, because I was the oldest and I was the shielder of all the drama, right? And what I realized from a very young age is life was like Russian roulette. I was always afraid to come home from school because I never knew what coming home from school was going to look like. Was my dad going to be passed out in a pool of his vomit on the front steps? Was my mom going to have some kind of wrap around her arm for punching her hand through a wall? Who was going to be bruised? Who was going to be bloody? Who was going to be battered? Is that resonating with anyone in this room right now? And if it is, you're not alone. And I think that honestly, what I went through as a child, more people go through than not. We just don't talk about it. And I'm here to give you the permission to feel your feelings and actually feel truly when you leave here the way that you want to feel. And that's my one thing that I want you guys to take away. So, as a child, there was no freedom. I always felt like I'm like in a cage. How do I get out of here? I want to break free, but I'm so young. So since childhood, I would experience these experiences and I would say, when I'm old enough, I am so freaking out of here, they're never going to see me again. So there's never any ease. There was never any freedom. It was always anxiety, okay? And what happens as a child is all of these negative feelings, they travel over into our young adulthood and then also into our adulthood. So we start doing things like becoming people pleasers. Who in this room is just a self-proclaimed people pleaser? Like someone could say like, I know that you have a lot going on right now, but can you also wash my dog and then clean my floor and then go pick up some macarons in Paris and bring them back to me? And you'd be like, girlfriend, yes, where do I sign up? And then what happens? You go home and you're like, frickin' bitch, why did I tell her I'd say? And then you become resentful, right? Who's feeling that right now in here? Oh yeah, I'm a self-proclaimed people pleaser because what happens is that's what you learn as a child. This is how I'm gonna survive. If I'm perfect, if I'm beautiful, if I'm wonderful, if I'm Miss Pretty Sunshine, my parents won't fight. My dad won't be a drug addict. He won't be an alcoholic. My mother won't be a gaslighting narcissist. You don't think like that when you're a kid, but as you get older, you start to realize what your adult issues come from, right? So, core desired feelings. Who in this room right now can say, I wake up every day and I am living the life of my absolute dreams? I love this. But look around the room. Put your hands up for those people that said that, which I appreciate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's what, like 100 people in this room? It's not okay. Remember, we are the mistresses and we are the masters of our destiny. We are the captains of our ship. And I have news for everyone in this room. No one's coming to save you. You have to do it yourself, okay? And the first way that we do this ourselves is to find out how we want to feel. Because I promise you, if you're on a success journey right now and you have a big goal and you reach that goal, you're gonna get to it and you're gonna say, that's it? I just busted my ass for this long and that's it? I thought there was gonna be like unicorns and like rainbows shooting out of my ass. And it's not true, it doesn't happen. And then what we do is then we go, okay, I need some more drugs. I gotta get the next goal going. And then you start on that one. And your whole life turns into just you chasing this feeling. But I'm telling you right now, you can have that feeling and those feelings every day of your life from now until you take your last breath. Who's ready for this? Yes? All right. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about my core desired feelings. I have 5 of them. Sometimes they're interchangeable depending on what I'm doing, okay? So let's write core desired feelings in your journal. So here are my 5 core desired feelings. Free. I need to feel free. Number 1, I'm an Aquarius, so that just comes with the territory, okay? Second thing is, my whole life I never felt free. I was always babysitting and refereeing fights in my home. And then as I got older, I just started to chase goals to make my parents love and like me, because that's what you do, right? You're like, do you like me now, mommy? Or do you like me now? Is this good enough? And this is what you do your whole life. But the thing is this, they're not happy, and you're trying to make someone happy that will never be happy, because I'm sorry to say, some people are just too far gone. They're so stuck in that hypnotic rhythm, they're never gonna get out of it. And we waste our whole entire lives trying to chase the love that we've always craved as a child. But we don't love ourselves, and this is the problem. We need to make ourselves the number one priority, and then everything else will just fall into line. So freedom is my number one core desired feeling. It actually is my number one. Like when someone tells me like, hey, we're gonna go on vacation and you're not gonna have any time to eat or go to the bathroom or relax, and you're like, where do I sign up? I'm like, no, thank you. I'll have my thumb up my bum for the next week while you're wherever the hell you are, doing whatever you're doing, running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So number 2, fearless. That's my second core desired feeling. Now, in my opinion, we do 2 things in life, and this is how we base off all our decisions. There's only 2 truths, love and fear. And all of our decisions in life are based off of either love and fear, right? So, you meet that guy and you're like, oh my God, this is the one. But then what does the back of your head say? Red alert, he's gonna hurt you, he's gonna screw your sister, oh my God, he's gonna cheat on you. Oh no, oh, yep, he's got a crazy family. Why don't we just jump and leap and lead with our hearts? Why are we always in our heads, right? So for me, being fearless is not the absence of fear. You're still scared shit, right? But it's doing it anyway. Like today, I'm like, oh man, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say to these people. This is great. People are gonna think I'm great. But I'm like, no, this is my purpose in life, is to help people realize that they can live a life of magic. Stop being afraid. Get it together, right? You have that like talk in the mirror with yourself. You're like, you're gonna do this, big girl. You're gonna do it. You're scared, but you do it anyway. That's fearlessness, okay? Number 3 is unbothered. Oh my God, does anybody resonate with this word? Like, I'm just unbothered. Like when someone messes with you and like 3 days later, you're still like, that bitch. She said this and that to me. And like, you're like, when did this happen to you? You're like, about a month and a half ago. I'm not really over it yet. What the hell are we doing, people, right? Like being unbothered. Like if something hurts you or something aggravates you or something makes you feel uneasy, making the decision to say, you know what? I'm unbothered by that. Like who would love to have unbothered as their core desired feeling, right? 100%. And then ease. That word ease, right? It's just like, like ease, like easy like Sunday morning. Just ease, zen, calm, that peace, right? I lived my whole life where everything was so hard. There's never enough. Everyone's out to screw you over. You gotta protect yourself. And then what would happen was I always had anxiety, like I can't trust anyone. I can't truly be myself. I can't tell people how I truly feel. And now, when things are too hard, I'm just like, you know what? This isn't for me. Because my whole life, I always wanted to push that square peg in the round hole, right? You get a bag that fills 5 pounds of shit, but you're like, I'm putting 10 pounds of shit in this bag. Who's with me? And I see a lot of you shaking your heads. A lot of you got some big bags of shit, and we gotta unload those today, okay? And then last but certainly not least, vital. I wanna feel alive. Like, even when I am just like online shopping, it has to make me feel good, right? Or, your friends ask you to go have a couple glasses of wine, and you're like, I know this is gonna be a bad night. Someone's gonna vomit, right? You're going out with your friends. You're gonna drink a little too much. You're gonna have a little too much fun. The next day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel like, you know what? And you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna feel vital in the morning. I have to teach, or I have to go to work, or I have to go to yoga. I have to get up and work out and pack my lunch. Vitality for me is so, so, so important. So those are mine. If any of them resonate with you, you're more than welcome to steal them. They're just words. But I truly believe that words have power. Words have vibrational frequency. They have resonation. So if you say to yourself, one of my core desired feelings is I need to feel freedom, and someone asks you to do something that you know in your heart of hearts is going to make you feel the absolute antithesis of freedom, why do we do it? We are making a cognizant choice to go against our core desired feelings. So I want to help each and every one of you guys get at least 3 to 5 core desired feelings. And then what you're going to do with them is when you leave this room today, You're gonna have those words. Those are gonna be your best friends, and they're interchangeable. Like sometimes, like depending on what I'm doing, I'm like, I need to feel courageous, and that's my core desired feeling today, you know? Or I need to feel super grounded. That's my core desired feeling. And they're interchangeable. They can swap in and out. And at any moment, depending on what happens in your life, you can always choose 3 to 5 more. I mean, you can have more. You can have as many as you want. But I just feel like 3 to 5 is like really good and you don't get super overwhelmed. Because some people like to do too much, right? They're type A personalities. They're like, I have to have 4 million core desired feelings. It's like, no, dude, you're getting yourself into some big doo-doo. Having too many choices sometimes it's not always good. So I want you to think about this. When you are in the absolute flow of life, when you did something so amazing, when you set a goal and you achieved that goal, think of the way you feel. If you want to just close your eyes for a second, think about it. You're achieving this amazing goal that you've worked 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life to achieve. And that one day you achieve it. It could be the birth of your child. It could be marrying your best friend. It could be landing your dream job. It could be breaking up with a really abusive boyfriend. It could be buying your first home. It could be cutting out a toxic family member or friend. It doesn't always have to be good stuff. It could be stuff that's painful. But in the pain is when we grow. When we leave our comfort zones, that's when the growth actually happens, right? So think about it. Think about this one beautiful moment in your life and think about the way you felt. And now everybody open their eyes. What words came to mind? You could just call them out. Happy, keep going. Creative, accomplished. Ooh, contentment, huge, huge. Go deeper, make the words juicier. Yes, excuse me? Awakened, I love this. Untouchable, that's amazing. Keep going. Empowered, powerful. How about vivacious? Purposeful, purposeful. Yes. Holistic, I love this. Okay. So, you got your first core desired feeling. Does anybody else have any? Or is anybody stuck? They're like, I don't know. The hell is this broad talking about up there in her flower jumpsuit? It's comfortable and it's breathable, okay? And sometimes when I talk, I expel. Thank you. So that's your first core desired feeling. The first word that came in your mind is your first core desired feeling, okay? It could be vital. It could be blissful. It could be zen. Whatever you're craving more of, you can have it. So let's do a little free writing while I talk. Just come up with some words. Just come up with some words. Because what you're going to do is once you have your 3 to 5 words, guess what? You have your core desired feelings. And then what happens is when the person asks you to do the thing that you don't want to do, instead of being a pushover and a yes person and a people pleaser, you say to yourself, is this going to help me feel one of my core desired feelings? And guess what? If it doesn't, you don't freaking do it, okay? This is the problem. Because we're so indoctrinated and we're so ingrained by just living the way that we've always lived. And what this is called, it's actually called hypnotic rhythm. Do you ever see when something gets stuck in a whirlpool and it just keeps going, and you're like, that's uncomfortable. That looks monotonous. So many of us in this room are living our freaking daily lives like this. And we're just waking up like Bill Murray on Groundhog Day, doing the same things over and over. Some of you guys are way too young to know that movie. Who knows Bill Murray? Oh my God, I just aged myself. I was like, in my day, we watched Bill Murray movies. What about Bob? Come on, guys, get with the program. It's my favorite. So think about it. That's not a life. But you know what happens? We watch our family of origin live like this. well, my mother did this, and my grandmother did this, and her grandmother, and her. So that means that we have to do this too. It's unacceptable, okay? Hypnotic rhythm, getting ourselves out of circling the drain and truly finding what our definiteness of purpose is on earth. Because what happens is, the core desired feelings tend to like mess you up a little bit because you think that what you do is who you are. Who in here is like, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, I'm a nurse, I'm a this, I'm a that, and they think like that's not what you are, right? You're a child of the universe. You're a body of light and love. You did not come here to play small. It's not serving anyone, certainly not yourself, okay? So we have to think about how we truly desire to feel on a daily basis, okay? So let's think about this. We have these different parts of our lives, right? We have health and wellness. Someone had said holistic, I love that. Food, meditation. We have like that part of our life, what we do with our physicality, okay? Like, do we drink water? Do we eat healthy? Do we work out? Do we meditate? How much do we rest, right? And then we have relationships. It's like, you know, who am I sleeping with? Who am I having drinks with? Who is my family, right? And then we have home. Like, does my house look like Pinterest perfect, or does it look like an episode of Hoarders? And why and where did that come from, right? Like, when you come home, do you want to walk in your home and be like, oh my God, this is my sanctuary? Or do you want to be like, I had a cat, I don't know where it is. We have to move the couch. It could just be bones and fur at this point. Who's ever watched that Hoarders where she found her cat under the thing? Oh, that broke my heart. Right? Don't judge, okay? But it's true, like some people live like this. Not me, right, Matt? I'm very clean. My poor husband's like, oh God, here she goes. So we have relationships, and we have your environment, and we have your physical wellness, and we have spirituality. Like, what are you doing for rituals on a daily basis? Are you getting up in the morning and you're like, bird lands on your finger, you're in like a beautiful robe with like feathers, you're very old Hollywood, and you're like, who's gonna make me coffee? And then you meditate, and then you like bless yourself, and then you set your intentions. Or are you like most people in the world that go, what the frig is going on Facebook right now? It's the first thing they do, they roll over in bed and they look on Facebook. And then they're like, why am I not in Bali in the overwater bungalow with my Louis Vuitton bag and my Maserati with that guy named Gianfranco? Because that's not your reality right now, and that's not their reality either, because it's fake book, people. And then we wonder why we get sucked into these like days where we're like, everything sucks, I suck, my life sucks, even my dog sucks, no one likes me. And it's like, yeah, because you've been scrolling on Facebook all damn day. Since the moment your eyes opened, the moment you went to bed, you're like this. And then you wonder why you're not in control of your day. So like, what are your rituals? For me, I don't look at social media until everything that I need to accomplish in the morning is done. I wake up, I lay in bed, I open my eyes, I go straight to my gratitude. Just, God, thank you for this day. I'm serious. Don't give me smirks out in there. You're like, oh, she doesn't do this. No, I swear to God, I do it. Because it's important. Because I know that I am the mistress of my destiny. I'm the captain of my ship. I'm steering that thing into the right port. It's not going on the Facebook port or the Instagram port or the emails. Because as soon as you give your power away in the morning, your whole day turns into a big baby diaper full of orange feces. Let's be honest, right? That's what happens. We go and we check email and we're like, oh my God, what does she want? She emailed me at 3 in the morning. Oh, she's probably drinking margaritas again. Oh, Gail, you know, it's like, no. Someone named Gail here, I'm sorry. I wasn't making fun of you. I wasn't teasing. So think about it. What are your rituals in the morning? So if you know how you want every day of your life to be, and you, because you are powerful, each and every one of you in this room are so freaking powerful, but you don't believe it. If you knew how powerful you were, you would not allow an iota of that energy into your physicality or your auric field. It just wouldn't happen. So waking up in the morning, going to your gratitude. I'm sure you guys are learning how to meditate. I actually learned how to meditate over a decade ago from the Chopra family. I don't know if you guys know who Deepak Chopra is. I actually learned in his family's home with his family. And they were really who truly brought transcendental meditation to America with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. So I meditate twice a day. I meditate 20 minutes in the morning, and I meditate 20 minutes at night. And I own a ton of companies. I'm very busy. I have online programs. I train women from all over the world. But I know that that is so important to me because I need to be high vibrational to serve the people who are paying me to help them. So waking up in the morning, setting your intentions. How do you desire your day to go? And it's not the way that Facebook wants it to go, because if that's the way it wants it to go, it's going to be bad. So when you wake up in the morning, you say to yourself, okay, today's going to be an amazing day. If you are a teacher, I am going to help so many of my students today. I am going to go above and beyond to inspire them. God bless you. Setting that intention, it's making sure that your vibrational frequency is high so that no matter what happens during your day, because things will happen, this is the world we live in, the three-dimensional reality, nothing is going to shake you because you know who you are, you know how you desire to be, and you know how you want to feel. You know your core desired feelings. So if your core desired feeling is freedom or it's joy, and you get to school to teach, and things start not going down the joyful path, you're like, whoa, this is not helping me feel my joyful core desired feeling right now. This is a 911. We got to abort this mission, right? But before, when you didn't know how you wanted to feel, you're like, oh, here we go again. Time to make the donuts, like you guys have the choice to live the life of your dreams. But I think that a lot of us, including myself, we're waiting for other people to come and save us, right? We're waiting for that one person to be like, oh my God, I'm finally inspired to lose the weight, date the guy, break up with the chump, cut my mother out, whatever your thing is, and we all have many things in this room. I see someone's throwing her head back, laughing to the heavens. Is that resonating with you on some level? I think so. We know how we want to feel, okay? So for me, and my days are obviously very different than most of yours, but for me, when I get up in the morning and I set my intentions and I go to my gratitude and I journal while I have coffee, just free write. Sometimes it's just dumping stuff from the day before, Sometimes it's just really setting intentions in my journal. And then after I'm done with that, I say a statement with my husband. We hold hands and we have this prayer that we say together. And when I say my prayer, he actually visualizes me succeeding. And when he says his prayer, I visualize him succeeding. Yeah. Because two brains make a third brain. Because two people together, or like right now, all this energy in this room, the vibes are so high. So when you can co-create with other people, it just exponentially makes it grow. And then we go to work out. We'll go to the gym. Sometimes I'll go to yoga. I'll listen to very inspirational stuff in the morning. I don't let anything in my bubble that could mess it up, because I know how precious each day of my life is. Because guess what? And I hate to be cliche, but tomorrow is not, it's not promised, So I go to the gym, I come home, I shower, we meditate together, or sometimes alone, depending on what our schedules look like. Then I will open emails. Then I will see what's happening on Facebook. Then I'll go on the gram, but only for a moment, and only to make sure that I'm posting things that are bringing good to the world. So I'm not just gonna go on and be like, how do I look? And don't get me wrong, I like a selfie. I think if you're feeling yourself, everybody should take a selfie now and then. But what is that selfie saying? Are you quoting something? Are you putting something out there inspirational? Or are you just making your Instagram a thirst trap? Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys don't know what a thirst trap is in this room. Okay. Explain it to the other people later, okay, for me? Thank you. What are you doing? Are you putting stuff out there with purpose to inspire? And I always say, if you're feeling crappy about yourself, reach out to someone else and just say, hey, how are you? because I suffer from anxiety daily, crippling anxiety. I suffer with depression, but my tools and my rituals and my core desired feelings pull me out instantly because it reminds me, why am I here? Now, are some days Netflix fueled and Ben & Jerry's fueled? Absolutely. But it's few and far between because I know that I'm here for a reason. And I know that when I'm not doing my work, I'm actually slapping God and the universe in the face and saying, like, you don't know better than me, I know better. I'm just gonna go over here and watch Schitt's Creek. I am Moira Rose, seriously, it's not even funny. Does this make sense, guys? We need to know how we want to feel, how we need to desire to feel. What is the desire? And then we have to create our life around those feelings. So if you are one of those people who are like, you know what, I don't like getting up really early, I'm not a morning person. Why the hell are you scheduling 5 a.m. meetings? Like, it doesn't make sense. To thine own self be true, as Shakespeare said, right? Know yourself, or as Drake said, know yourself, know your worth, right? Drake's the new Shakespeare. So we have to know how we want to feel, and we have to know what our days look like. So truly just sitting down and saying like, okay, in the morning, today my day will go like this. And journaling, you guys have journals. Layla said you have these amazing journals. Thank you to everyone who gifted these journals to you guys because a journal is like amazing. It's magic. So setting the intention of how you desire your day to go. And being OCD about it, like writing it down and being like, okay, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna have a healthy breakfast, I'm gonna go to yoga, I'm gonna go to work, this is what I'm gonna accomplish. Another thing that happens is we try to accomplish way too much stuff, right? We have these 50-item to-do lists, and then we do 49 on the list, and then that one thing that we didn't do, we're like, what a lazy piece of shit am I, right? And then you beat yourself up, you just walk through shame, 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 like all day, and you're like, oh my God, like I did more than like 99.9% of the humans on earth today, but I'm gonna like shame myself because I didn't do that one thing. And the one thing that you probably left off your to-do list, you didn't even need to do. You're just making shit up for yourself to do at this point, right? Because we're all type A overachievers, blah, 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 right? So, sitting down in the next couple days, Layla, I don't know how we are on time because I'll talk all damn day. Okay, we're going. Here we go. We're gonna wrap this up like a perfect little Christmas present right now. Thanks, Layla. It's okay. No, it's fine. Okay, so the next couple days, this is your homework. Because you know, I just wanna add another thing to do on your to-do list. I want each and every one of you guys to come with your 5 core desired feelings. I want some juicy words, okay? And happy is good, but I want like juicy, like vivacious, joyful, I don't know, forget it, exuberance, yeah. And then I want you guys to start your rituals. Write them down. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. Like you don't go from doing nothing today and then all of a sudden, tomorrow I'm gonna do all my rituals. It's gonna be amazing. And you do it for one day and then you're like, yeah, I'm pretty much a failure, right? That's what we do. So your rituals, how you desire your day to be. And then last but not least, gratitude. Just not only saying like, I'm grateful, because this is what we do too, it's like, I'm grateful for my mommy, I'm grateful for my shoes. No, I'm talking like close your eyes and you feel the gratitude to have those people in your life, a roof over your head, food in your stomach. Because like 80, 90% of the world doesn't have half the things that we have, right? And then I want each and every one of you guys, if you feel so inclined, email me at the Misfit Club. So it's the TheMissFitClub @gmail.com. I want your core desired feelings. I want to see them. And if you are on the book, that is Facebook, I'm going to start a Facebook page where we can all help each other with our core desired feelings, because one of my purposes here on earth is truly to create community and tribe, because I feel like we're living in this connected world that we are so not connected, guys. We are so not connected. You know, there's times in my life where I'm like saying to myself, God, if something happened to me, like who would I have other than my husband and like 2 people? 100 years ago, everyone was helping everyone because we had no choice. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like going back to 1981, like Stranger Things, and just like riding my bike around. Like who feels that sometimes? Like the days where you just like leave your house and your mother didn't know where you were and you were like in the woods, like throwing your sister down the well. I never did that. I actually did. So I want you to email me your core desired feelings. I want you to tell me how you enjoyed this talk today. If you need anything from me, I'm here. I know you're like, oh, she's so busy. I'm busy, but I make time for people who make time for themselves. That's my biggest thing. I will throw the rope down there and I will pull you up, but you ain't gonna pull me down there with you, okay? I love to help. And we'll start a Facebook page. You guys can all friend me. It'll be fabulous. I know someone that's already really excited about friending me because she watched my sound healing and she asked me, is that really you singing? And I said, no, it's my backup singer, Matt Babine. I got you. And last but not least, I have a podcast. Of course, I'm going to plug myself, Layla. I have a podcast. It's called The Ambitious Podcast. Has anybody listened to this yet? Yes. Ambitious. It's my movement. We're redefining the word bitch from a derogatory to being in total control of him or herself. So it's called Ambitious. That's right. Don't get too excited. And I want you guys to listen to my podcast. And I also want to gift each and every one of you guys a $50 gift certificate to use at my club. We do amazing spirit days. We do sound healings. We actually have one this Saturday morning after yoga at my space in Hudson, New Hampshire. So you guys are more than welcome. So space is limited. If you want to use your $50 gift certificate for this sound healing, email me and we'll get you in. If not, you can use it for anything going forward. It's my gift to you guys, okay? I hope that this helped you guys today. I know that this was sheer pleasure and joy for me to be up here talking to each and every one of you, especially when I look out into the crowd and people are shaking their heads because they feel it and they get it and they're not 100% happy with where they are and they know that they could have more and life can be a hell of a lot more juicy and a hell of a lot more core desired feelings. So thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you. I love presents. Thank you, Layla. And thank you to Layla for putting this on. This is like amazing. She worked so hard. And all of you guys, amazing, amazing, amazing.
Not to rush everybody, but it's 2:15 and the next sessions are starting, so please feel free to make your way back to the library.